All right, let's talk about something that could totally change the way you think about sales. It's a framework called the triple value rule. And trust me, it's all about mastering the game, not just, being a player in it. So, to kick things off, let's talk about a huge problem. It's something a lot of us in sales fall into, maybe without even noticing. I call it the sales pipeline trap. Sound familiar? You know that feeling, that constant pressure cooker, where you're basically at the mercy of your current customer list. Your entire month, your success, it all comes down to whether or not a few deals close. It's stressful, right? Okay, let's put a real number on this. Imagine your entire business, your whole world, depends on just 320 customers. That's your pipeline. Now, 320, it might sound like a decent number, but let me tell you, it's actually dangerously small. And this really hits the nail on the head. When your customer list is that tiny, you are not in charge. You're not in the driver's seat. Your customers are. Think about it. If those 320 people decide not to buy or they just have a slow month, you're in big, big trouble. You're just reacting to them instead of leading the way. Okay, so that's the trap. But what if I told you there's a way out? There is. And it's all about a simple but really powerful shift in how you think. So let's talk about the antidote to this whole mess. And that antidote, it's called the triple value rule. Just think of it like a three-part philosophy. It's designed to get you from that feeling of always struggling, always chasing, to actually mastering sales. It's all about you taking back control. So, where do we even begin with this? Well, it starts with two really foundational pillars. These are all about changing the way you operate from the ground up. Let's break them down. So look at this comparison. On one side, you've got the struggling salesperson. They're stuck with that little pipeline of 320, right? They're getting pulled in every direction by what their customers want. But then look at the other side, the sales master. The difference is huge, isn't it? First off, their pipeline isn't just a little bigger, it's 10 times bigger. And here's the kicker. They are the ones directing the conversation. They're guiding the customer, not the other way around. All right, so expanding your pipeline and directing the conversation, super important, absolutely critical. But this third pillar, this is where the magic happens. Honestly, this is the part that changes the entire game. It's what we call the 3-by-value principle. And the logic here is, it's actually incredibly simple, but the impact, it's huge. Here's how it works. Just imagine a customer, and they're ready to buy whatever it is you're selling. Let's put a number on it. Say they're going to pay you $1,000. Okay, that's the deal. For most salespeople, that's where the story ends. But for a sales master, oh no, that's just the beginning. Because your job isn't to just give them $1,000 worth of value. No way. With this rule, your real job, your mission, is to give them something worth so much more. $3,000. Yep, 3 times what they actually paid you. See what's happening here? You're not just meeting their expectations, you're absolutely blowing them out of the water. And that is the core of this whole principle. And I love this quote because it makes it so real. It says, if you're talking to a customer who's buying a 3 million shilling apartment, in your head, imagine they're buying a 9 million one. What does that mean? It means you give them the level of service, the attention, the care that you'd give to someone spending 9 million. You treat them like they're your absolute best client. Because with this mindset, they are. So you might be thinking, okay, but why? Why go through all that extra effort? What's the payoff in the long run? Well, let me tell you, the payoff is massive, it's ongoing, and it's what makes your business basically bulletproof. Just think about it. When you operate this way, look what starts to happen. You get these amazing, powerful referrals from people who are just singing your praises. Your customers aren't just satisfied, they're genuinely thrilled. And you know what that means? Your support costs actually drop. People stick with you, so your retention skyrockets. And the bottom line, the ultimate goal, you will never run out of business. Ever. So how do you actually do this? How do you put it into practice today? It really boils down to 4 simple things. Number 1, be proactive. Don't wait for them to ask you for something. Number 2, be nice and bring some energy. It sounds simple, but it makes a huge difference. Number 3, lead the conversation. Be the one directing it with confidence. And last but not least, number 4, always be aiming to deliver that maximum 3x value. And that really just leaves us with one last big question for you to think about. When you're done here, when you get back to your work, just ask yourself this. What does delivering 3 times the value actually look like for my customers? Seriously, think about it. Because the answer to that question, well, it could be the key to everything.